Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to write and paraphrase articles for your website. You already know that you can use artificial intelligence in different fields to make your work easier. So what do you have to do? First of all, you will have to go to openai.com and click on Try ChatGPT. Once entered, a chat will be displayed, as you can see. Now, depending on the field you have chosen, write the topic you want the article to be about. For example, I want to write an article about Bitcoin. I will write in the box below, write me an article about the importance of Bitcoin and the impact on financial institution. Perfect. And press enter. As you can see, the chat is getting to work. It's important that when you give it a command, this should be very clear. Don't ask it to describe things from its perspective because it won't know how to relate to the text. Remember, it's an artificial intelligence without perspectives. Once the article is written, we will check the information and look for grammatical mistakes where they appear. Now, let's wait for it to finish. As I said, once the article is written, we check the information and look for grammatical mistakes where they appear. We copy all the text, as you can see here, and enter it into a program that can help us figure out if the information seems to be written by an AI or a human. Go to Crossplag.com and paste the text here, and then click on Check. As you can see, this text is identified as being written by an AI. To avoid problems that may arise in the future when you want to do SEO, you will have to use a paraphrasing tool. Write app.hypotenuse.ai in the search bar and click on Rewrite Content. Now copy the article generated from ChatGPT and paste it in this tool. Then click on Generate. Keep in mind that you can only use this site 15 times for free. Once you finish these credits, you will have to pay to use the program. Now that the text is completely rewritten, we copy it from here on the right and insert it once more into Crossplag to find out if it's still identified as being written by an AI. So let's paste it here and click on Check. As you can see, from 100%, the needle dropped to 1%. This means that your article is ready for publication. Of course, I recommend that you revisit it and improve it if necessary. Now you can use ChatGPT to make your life easier. It's so simple to create your own articles in just a few seconds. Once created, you will have to check each of them in Crossplag to find out if the article passes the AI detector or not. You don't want in the long term to have articles that are detected as being written by AI. This will make it difficult for you to optimize your SEO when you do it. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can create ebooks from zero using ChatGPT. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to create ebooks from zero to sell on different platforms. As you well know, you will have to open openai.com and connect to ChatGPT. Before actually looking for a topic you want to write about, I remind you of the way to ask the questions. Remember that questions should be very clear and include as many details as possible to receive the most concrete answers. If you formulate open-ended questions such as "What do you think about the vegan diet?", there is a chance that the answer may not be to your liking. Don't forget that artificial intelligence does not have opinions or feelings. Perfect. Let's get started then. When you want to write an ebook that will later be sold on other platforms, you will have to keep a few things in mind. First of all, you must know exactly the subject of your ebook. I have a super simple method that you can use. And secondly, you will have to be very specific when you want to find out information about your target subject. So how do you find out the topic of your ebook? To begin with, you can write, for example, write me some subtopics for those who want to travel, for example, and press enter. Depending on your niche, you can use the same words, changing only the ending. For example, write me some subtopics for those who want a balanced life, or for those looking for financial freedom, or different fields that sound interesting to you. As you can see, ChatGPT has already given us some topics to write about. If you don't like anything, you just have to write me other topics, and it will generate other ideas for you. If you look more closely, we see that some titles are okay, but they are too long. We will ask it to shorten them. We can make them shorter and catchier, for example, and press enter. Once the titles are generated, you will have to create a table of contents. So what will we do now? We will write, for example, write me a table of contents for an ebook about, and let's select this title, for example, and of course press enter. In a few seconds, a complete table of contents is generated. Don't forget to copy all this information into a Word. Now you will have to take each topic separately from your ebook and ask for details about it. For chapter 1, for example, we will take the first topic and write me a chapter about and add the topic. In our case, write me a chapter about, and we will copy the first subtopic and press enter, of course. As you can see, ChatGPT got down to business. Once the chapter is finished, you will copy it into Word. To continue, you will need to repeat the process with each subject. Don't forget to add write me a chapter in front and then the subject, and the AI will do its job. I recommend that you check each sentence because it is possible that the text is not 100% grammatically correct. Perfect. How do you make money from your ebook? There are many platforms that can help you sell your ebook. Once done, you can use Amazon KDP. It is a site that publishes authors from all over the world. Another platform where you can sell the materials is Etsy. Here, you will be able to upload your ebooks, selling them to those who are interested in your subject. Once the ebook is written, there are many platforms on which you can list your digital book. For example, you can look at Gumroad, Barnes & Nobles, Smashword, etc. With a simple Google search, you can find these platforms that will help you create a passive income. That being said, see you in the next lesson where we will use ChatGPT to translate different materials. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to translate materials for free. Translating quickly and correctly is a headache even for the most experienced among us, especially when you had a full day. Therefore, to generate translations almost instantly, we will use ChatGPT. All you have to do is log into your account on openai.com and click on ChatGPT. Now, if for example you want to translate something from your language into another language, all you have to do is translate this phrase into English, add the colon and open the quotation marks. For example, we will copy a text from a website chosen at random and translate a sentence from here. Copy the text and add it to ChatGPT. Write, for example, translate this phrase into French, add a column, and put the copied sentence in quotation marks, and then press enter. As you can see, the sentence is automatically translated into the language of your choice. You can use the same phrase, changing only the language in which you want to translate it. We will write, for example, translate this phrase into Spanish, add a colon, and open the quotation marks. Let's wait a bit and then press enter. You can use ChatGPT to translate literally in all languages, but you will have to be careful. Even if the artificial intelligence does an excellent job, you will still need to check if the phrase has been translated correctly. You can check the correctness of the phrase by checking it on Google Translate or Quillbot. Depending on the size of the text, I recommend that you open a new conversation every 4 or 5 translated texts. It is possible that ChatGPT will lose its accuracy with the introduction of more text for translation. As you can see, it is very easy to translate different texts into different languages. All you have to do is give the correct instructions so that the translation is as correct as possible. You can sell these translations, packaging them in different products for Fiverr, or you can even promote yourself as a freelancer, translating various things for your clients. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can create a book from scratch using artificial intelligence. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can create a book from zero using ChatGPT. To write a book from scratch, you will first need to know its subject. So we will enter ChatGPT and ask it to give us some book ideas. For example, we will write me some topics for a children's book and press enter. We see that there is nothing wow here, and we continue to write me some catchy titles for the topics above and press enter. Depending on your wishes and the subject of the book, you use different questions to get an excellent title or an attention-grabbing subject. This lesson is just an example. Now we will select a title, for example this one, let's take the first one, and make it shorter. We will rewrite the following title into a shorter one, add a colon, open the quotation marks, and enter the title. We see that in a few seconds a new title was generated. Once the title is generated, we will write a table of contents based on the subject. And we will write me a table of contents for a book based on the title. We add a column again, open the quotation marks where we add the new title. Let's delete this one and copy the new title and then press enter. Depending on the chosen topic, check if you like the chapters, and if everything is perfect, copy this table of contents into a Word document so that everything is as organized as possible. In the last stage of your book, you will have to take each chapter separately. For example, we will write me a chapter about and add the title of the subject above, for example this one, and press enter. In just a few minutes you can receive a complete chapter on the subject you have chosen. Of course, once generated, you will have to check it and add new information where necessary. Also here you can use a paraphrasing program to rewrite the text. I talk about this in the first lesson of this chapter. Once you have finished writing your book, taking each topic separately, you can list it on Amazon KDP and put it up for sale. If you're curious about how you can make money from the books you create, check out my profile for the course Amazon KDP, How to Make Passive Income from Books. I explain in simple terms how anyone can create a passive income from writing books, whether they are novels or children's books. That being said, see you in the next lesson where we will discuss copyright. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT for copywriting and how you can make money from writing creative texts. A copywriter is a communication specialist who is in charge of writing advertising or promotional texts which are used in various media and communication channels such as print advertisements, online advertisements, brochures, websites, emails, and more. The goal of a copywriter is to create texts that attract the attention of the target audience and convince people to take a certain action, such as buying a product, signing up for a service, or taking part in a campaign. A copywriter can be useful in many ways. First, a copywriter can help develop a strong brand identity by creating texts that communicate key brand messages. Second, a copywriter can help create effective advertising campaigns by creating texts that attract the attention of the target audience and generate conversions. There are many specialists who sell their copywriting services for different niches. One place where you can post such services is Fiverr. On Fiverr, you can open a free account and post your ad to attract clients. For example, you can do copywriting for Twitter, email, sales pages, offers, product descriptions, ebooks, blog articles, or web pages. Suppose you get a job where you have to write a description for a premium perfume. All you have to do is enter ChatGPT and write me a pompous description for a premium perfume and press enter. As you can see, ChatGPT does all the work for you. Of course, you will have to revise the text where it is not very clear or where you want to add different elements, but the base is created. You can take advantage of these copywriting services by registering as a freelancer on the Upwork platform. Here you can get jobs from different people for different things related to copywriting and more. All you have to do is open ChatGPT and create the perfect offer or description through questions depending on the job you receive. In general, a copywriter can be useful for any business that wants to improve its communication with its customers and increase its sales and brand awareness. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can create audiobooks using artificial intelligence. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to create audiobooks without any hassle. Audiobooks are a form of audio recording of a book that can be listened to instead of being read. They are a popular option for people who want to improve their listening skills or who have vision problems or other disabilities that make reading books difficult. They are also a great option for long trips or for people who prefer to listen to a book while doing other activities such as exercising or cleaning the house. To create your own audiobook, you will need to find a topic that you want your audiobook to be about. You will find in detail how you can create a book with ChatGPT in the previous lessons. There, I went through every step from how to find a topic for the book to the title and content of the chapters. So, what do you need to do? Let's say that the main subject of the book I chose is about health. We write in the search bar, write me some subtopics for health and press enter. We see that these topics are good, but they are a bit long. We will write it to shorten them. For example, we will write shorten the above topics and turn them into titles and press enter. If it sounds too basic, we write to it once more. We write the above titles in more creative titles and press enter. As you can see, we can already find some much more attractive titles. Now, based on the title chosen by you, we will create the main chapters. We will write me a table of contents for a book about and add the title from above that you like. For example, let's take this one and press enter. Once the entire content is generated, you will have to take each subject separately and ask it to write you a chapter about that subject. For example, you can use the wording, write me a chapter for a book about, and select the first chapter. Let's take this one and then press enter. To finish the book, I recommend saving each chapter generated with ChatGPT in a Word document. Repeat this process with each chapter until your book is complete. To be sure, it is advisable to check each chapter individually to correct any errors. You will have to arrange everything on the page and at the end save all the words in a Word document. Now there are several sites that can help you turn your text into an audiobook. In this lesson, I will show you two options. You can choose which option you want. For starters, you can turn all the text into an audiobook using Audiobook.ai. This site can convert your text into 146 voices, and you can use up to 42 different languages depending on your preferences. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to turn a book into an audiobook. To benefit from the platform's services, you will have to create an account and pay a plan depending on how many words you will need. All you have to do is upload the Word file that contains your book, and the platform will automatically convert it to MP3. This tool is perfect for someone just starting out. It will save you a lot of time. Another platform that works perfectly is Voiceovers.net. With this platform, you can turn your text into an audiobook. This is a company from Great Britain and focuses on several options. To benefit from all the options, you will have to pay $12 for 30,000 characters or $71 for 70,000 characters. Once you know how many characters your book has, you can play with the prices to know how much it will cost you. Using this platform, you will save a lot of time and money, generating results much faster. And here, you will have to upload your document with the book, and the platform will automatically turn it into an audio file. After your audiobook is ready, you can list it on various platforms to make money with it. For example, you can list it on Audible, a company supported by Amazon, or on other platforms that offer advantageous terms. It's enough to search on Google for audiobook platforms and you will find plenty of them. Creating such materials requires time and patience. That's why when you decide to create a passive income from audiobooks, you need to be aware of the work you will have to put in. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can create online courses using ChatGPT. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to create an online course that you can sell on different platforms. Online courses can be delivered in various forms, including through online learning platforms, pre-recorded videos, or downloadable study materials. There is a wide range of topics and difficulty levels for online courses so that they are available to anyone who wants to learn and develop their skills, whether it is a student at the beginning of the road or an experienced professional looking to improve their skills. To create your first online course, you will have to enter ChatGPT and ask it a few things. When you start a course, you will want to know in advance what subject you want it to be about. In this lesson, we will be focusing on the marketing niche. Please keep in mind that this is just an example. So, what should you do? To begin with, we need an attention-grabbing title. We will write, "Can you create 10 title ideas for a marketing course?" and press enter. As you can see, ChatGPT got down to business. Out of the 10 titles, we will choose a subject that we like and know about. If you already have an idea of what you want your course to be about, you can formulate the question in such a way that it relates to the title you already have. We will select a random title to make a course about. For example, we will select this one And next, we will need some features and benefits. So we will write, can you write me 10 features and benefits in the form of bullets for an online course about, and here we paste the title we chose and press enter. We wait a few minutes until the new benefits are generated. In this case, if you don't like what you see, I encourage you to ask until you receive something of quality. Now we will transform each bullet point into a module for the future course. So we will write, can you create an outline of the course for me using the bullet points above as modules for the course, and press enter. And in a few minutes we have the main chapters for our online course. Perfect. Now that everything is ready, you will have to know from the beginning on which platform you want to post the course. An international platform that is also present on the stock market is Udemy. So we will make this course for their platform. Now we will ask to optimize the above modules for the Udemy platform. We will write, can you optimize the above modules for the Udemy platform, and press enter. At this moment, all content is automatically optimized for the Udemy platform. It's that simple. To create your online course, you will need to create a Word document and take each lesson individually and discuss it. For example, we will take the first title from the first section, as you can see, this one, and write me a lesson for the course about, and here you introduce the name of the first lesson and press enter. In just a few seconds, ChatGPT will generate a complete script for your first lesson. Once written, I recommend reading it and changing anything that you do not consider to be of quality. Copy this text into a Word document and repeat the process with each lesson in the structure generated above. Be careful to create a separate Word document for each lesson so as not to confuse the lessons. Once these lessons are structured, you will need to turn the text into an actual lesson. In this step, you can use various tools such as Audiobook.ai. Or you can record the lessons yourself, but you may need a few programs and equipment to succeed. I recommend the first option because you can use another voice to generate an audio lesson. Once the audio lesson is recorded, you can create a presentation on Tome.app. This application uses artificial intelligence to create presentations in just a few seconds. All you have to do is create an account or log in using Google, and that's it. Then click on Create in the upper right and add the name of the presentation here. For example, we will take the title of the lesson from ChatGPT and add it here. So let's take the title. As you can see, we will directly write the title of the chapter and press enter. The program will automatically create a presentation for you in just a few seconds. After generating the slides, go back to the lesson and add text or benefits or other information from the script of your lesson. As you can see, these texts from the presentation do not match the text generated by ChatGPT. So we will copy, for example, the title from here and change it here. You can copy the information you want the slides to have and add them here along with other ideas you have. In general, I don't necessarily recommend this type of presentation because it doesn't have many options. I recommend you to create your own PowerPoint, adding details from the lesson generated by ChatGPT. Once the presentation is done, you can merge the audio file with the PowerPoint or the presentation you have chosen, and that's it. To do these things, you need a video editing program, or you can talk to someone to help you. In this lesson, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to create an online course on any topic using ChatGPT. Don't hesitate to ask for anything you need to complete your course. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can create an email campaign from zero. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT for your email marketing campaigns, generating each text or sequence from zero according to your interest. Email marketing campaigns are still relevant and effective today. Although there are many other digital marketing methods available today, email remains a popular and effective method of communicating with your target audience. Customizing email texts according to user preferences and behavior transforms email marketing campaigns being more relevant and effective. When the content of an email is relevant and interesting, users are more likely to buy and take action. So, how can you build a marketing campaign from scratch using artificial intelligence? Well, first, you will have to decide what is the product or service you want to promote. In general, through a well-thought-out campaign, you can promote and sell absolutely everything you want. Enter ChatGPT and let's create our first campaign. Let's say that our product is a luxury perfume and we want to arouse interest in our perfume. To start, we'll write me an email marketing campaign for a luxury perfume and press enter. We see that it has only provided us with a single email. So we can write me a flow of 6 emails for a luxury perfume to use in a launch campaign and press enter. And in a few seconds, a flow of 6 emails is built. As you can see, depending on the wording and creativity you have, you can build entire email campaigns, whether you use them to launch your products or services, or to use them for your customers. I recommend that when you ask for such campaigns to focus on as many details as possible. If you want to use those emails to make a mega announcement, focus on that, adding the mega announcement in the request. The more specific you become, the more complex answers you will receive. If, for example, you use a certain tool to send emails, such as Instantly, you can ask for the above campaigns to match Instantly's style. So let's stop generating the emails, as you can see, and you can write optimize the above emails so they can be sent from Instantly and press enter. And in a few seconds, the campaign is rewritten to fit the software you are using. To begin with, clearly establish what kind of products or services you want to sell and come up with specific questions and as detailed as possible to receive tailored answers. You can use ChatGPT to write business emails, presentation emails, email marketing campaigns, and much more. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to get information about health and movement. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to improve your health or nutrition without costs. Health and nutrition are two fundamental aspects for a healthy lifestyle and optimal functioning of the human body. However, despite having so much information available, people generally tend to procrastinate, leading an increasingly unhealthy life. For those who understand the problem that almost all countries in the world are facing, it is a huge opportunity. If you used to find health information only in nutritionists' offices, now you can have access to such information using artificial intelligence. Let's assume that you want to focus on balanced nutrition and you want to create a business from this. All you have to do is open ChatGPT and ask for information. For example, you want to sell general meal plans for weight maintenance. You can write me a complex meal plan for 5 days to maintain my weight of 70 kilos, including portion sizes, and press enter. You definitely need to know, first of all, the detailed information about your customers. As you well know, we are very different in approach and each of us needs unique solutions. And as you can see, in a few seconds, a meal plan for 5 days was generated without much hassle. I do not encourage you to sell such plans if you do not know what you're doing. All I want to emphasize is that now you have access to any information much easier. You can apply and use a lot of information that artificial intelligence generates to make your life easier. If you also need the nutritional information for this plan, you can write, for example, calculate the nutritional information next to each meal in the text above and press enter. And this example can be used in the case of sports. Depending on your goals, whether you are a personal trainer or not, you can change your life by creating your own workouts. There are a lot of people who create their own platforms, posting all kinds of workouts for a monthly income. You can create such materials in the form of ebooks and sell them online, exactly as we discussed in previous lessons. You can create books which you can sell on Amazon KDP, or you can create courses about diet and sports. There are no limits when it comes to artificial intelligence and how it could help you. You just have to stay creative and use these tools to make your life easier, and why not to create a passive income. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can use ChatGPT to create offers and promotions with which you can make money. See you there. Hello and welcome to this new lesson. In this lesson, I will show you how to create attractive offers and promotions for sale pages and beyond using ChatGPT. A well-written offer can help attract the attention of potential customers and convince them to purchase the products or services offered. A clear, precise, and compelling message can make the difference between gaining or losing a customer. In addition, a well-written offer can strengthen the brand image and increase customer confidence in the quality and professionalism of the business. So, what do you need to do to create a well-positioned offer using artificial intelligence? First of all, you will need to already know the product or service for which you are going to build an offer. Let's use the example of luxury perfume. We will write me a complete offer for a luxury perfume, specifying the benefits to build a sales page. Perfect. And press enter. And in a few seconds, you have a written offer. Of course, you will have to check it to add or remove certain information. As you can see, it is written really decently. Do not forget to provide as many details as possible about the offer. Let's say that we want to use the same offer for a landing page. We can write optimize the offer above for a landing page, adding 2 CTAs, i.e. call to action, and press enter. Even if ChatGPT cannot generate a complex offer from start to finish, you can divide the offer into several segments and ask for details about each part. You can request the same thing if you want your landing page to be created using code. You can write me a landing page about a luxury perfume using JavaScript. And let's put code to be sure. Don't limit yourself to what you think you know. Learn how to write exactly what you need and your work will be easier. As you can see, after a few minutes, it generates the lines of code that you can use. You can use ChatGPT for absolutely anything. You can write offers, prices, campaigns, you can count a lot of things, you can write code and many other interesting things. Even if you are a freelancer or work in a marketing company, ChatGPT can help you structure and create a multitude of materials that would have taken you hours to create. ChatGPT can be used to provide relevant information about products or services, to identify their benefits and advantages, to write a clear and attractive description of the offer, and to suggest different marketing and sales tactics that could be included in the offer. That being said, see you in the next lesson where I will show you how you can use artificial intelligence to turn your words into images. See you there.